Okay, how the heck y'all doing? First off, I'm going to apologize because I'm probably greasier than the greasy lake trout that we caught in this video, but it's like 180 degrees up here in Marquette. Anywho, typically we like to keep our videos between 15 and 20 minutes. This one's closer to 25. I apologize, guys, but the reason for that is we spent like 3/4 of the video reeling in giant fish. Lost the biggest steelhead I've ever even seen in my life, like 5 feet from my feet. Still a little shooken up by it. But anywho, interesting. Caught, reeled in, landed the biggest lake trout I've ever personally caught on my own. I've probably caught bigger ones as a kid, but maybe it's just so long ago, the stories, and you know, everything gets a little exaggerated. But 33-inch, 11-pound lake trout netted in a bass net. Not gonna lie, guys, I'm pretty proud of that. Before that, the biggest fish we put in that net was like a 30-inch northern. So now I know that a bass net can handle at least a 33-incher. But anyhow, guys, this is where the video really gets into the meat and potatoes, if you will. Big water, big fish in a duck hunting boat. So thank you all for watching, and without any further ado, here is the video. Holy wow, we got a big old fish on. Snap. Maybe you should trust me, you will not make as
embarrassing mess.
You won't make as much of a mess as I would, so. Oh, I potentially stand corrected. There's no pressure or anything.
Phil's just gonna watch.
It's not like tens of thousands of people are gonna see this or anything. Yeah, she was a little drained. What was the
Can you see the level by a light? No, not really. Okay.
Did you get a gander at the gauge before you did this? It was probably roughly closer to a half a tank.
Yeah, you're at a half now. Does the foot work when you don't have the cap on?
I don't know.
It's at a half now.
Oh well, we were a little lower than a half then. Just for Kim, we'll start back over with that.
We're at Snug Harbor.
Okay.
We gotta get over to Tobin.
Okay.
In your boat, we just can't schlep.
Okay,
we're good at portage, but we just can't schlep.
We cannot. We definitely can't Sherpa my aluminum boat across. You know, that would. It could. A couple more guys, it could be possible, but.
So we're gonna go.
I was about to say a few cases of beer, and we'll give it a hell of a try.
We'll
round up everyone who comes.
Give her the old college try.
Truckers, hitches, and
oh yeah.
Boat out here.
Okay, everybody. Well, we were rather nervous and cautious, more cautious than nervous, because we had to go around Scoville Point, which is right here. Wide open Superior, minus a few very small islands over here. Wind ripping, but it is not bad. We were playing her very careful. Where we're keeping the boat for at least tonight, potentially probably the next couple of nights. In here, this is Tobin Harbor.
Yeah, on the other side.
Other side of Scoville is Tobin Harbor. That's where we got the VIP boat slip. Not really VIP boat slip, but hook up, because his wife works out here and she's got connections. And we're good friends, so it all works out. It's perfect. Now, the one thing that I forgot that would have been useful on this trip was a belt. They've got this nice bale of twine here, used to package, I guess, recycling. So I'm gonna borrow a few feet of it and make a belt if I can figure out how to tie a knot while looking at the back of the GoPro. Ipso facto, my pants won't fall down. I got to use my oversized knife that my grandpa gave me that I've never actually found a functional use for, other than, you know, once in a lifetime camping trips. You bring a once in a lifetime knife and you use it for what you'd use a knife about yay big for. Hey everybody, got my permit, which licenses me to be on the island without a park ranger in my company. Because sadly Kim had to go back to work for the next couple of days. So it'll be me and James on our own in this great wilderness. We gotta do everything legal. French press, camping permit. Headed to the boat, gonna do some fishing. How's it going, guys?
Yeah, pretty good yourself.
Oh, not too shabby. We're getting line set out here. First time trolling Isle Royale, Israel as the locals say. We're setting up. We had one board buried. There was, well, as we speak, there's another board being buried. Is it? It's tight in the
I'm turning a little bit.
It could be the turns. It could. I don't. It's just definitely the crappy Walmart boards that I'm running, but it's all we got, so they're better than no boards. We're gonna pop, lock, and drop. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. That's, we'll give her a little extra whop. That's a line counter when you're trolling bait casters. Checked the board because I thought we had a fish, and then I gave James a rod to hold while I was reeling in one rod, and it turns out he caught a fish while I was holding it. We have no idea what it is. Bring it. Okay, you could stand up. You could stand up, would probably be, but don't bring him too hard out of the water. That's a trout or a salmon. That is not a pike, or it's a herring. I don't think a herring or a whitefish though would.
That big.
Oh, a spiral. That's like a hoe. That's a.
All right,
Bring him down. Bring him down. Stop freaking moving. Lake trout or a coaster? That's a laker in my book.
I don't know. We might have to look her up.
Okay, update for you guys. I'll be camping in the Rock Harbor campground, which is the city of the island, if you will. Still very rural, as you guys can tell. I did find a nice open tent pad. The first couple that I walked by weren't open, but I found a nice little place here, you know, call home for a little while. We're gonna unpack, set up the shelter, potentially do a little more evening fishing. Coffee making was a success. I dropped the most important part of a French press into the water, right next to the dock. It's too deep for me to get, too windy and cold for me to jump in right now. But I am going to have to go swimming. Forget that, because I feel bad about littering, and it's kind of something that I need to make coffee. Important little tool. Windier than a mofo out here. We're going out. We'll do some trolling. See if we can wrangle up a fish. Time to start setting lines. Made it all the way back to the end of Tobin Harbor. I think I saw a moose. Not 100% sure. But we're in like 10 foot of water, 12 foot of water. Marking things at the bottom. I don't know what these things are, but could be fish. Walking around having a trail lunch before I go back out in the water. Stumbled across the America dock. Definitely gotta go check this out real quick. Holy wow, we got a big old fish on. This is gonna be interesting. I think I stopped him. He almost spooled me. This is a big fish. It's gonna drive my leg. This net ain't gonna be big enough, I don't think. The line. Now I don't have the slightest idea what this fish is. He hit it and came right to the surface. Stay down, buddy. Oh, wow. Oh, I wish somebody was with me. Holy God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's way too big. Or way too big for this net. Way too big for this net. Oh, there he goes. Okay. I think it's this. Oh. Well, I definitely thought I was snagged, but indeed have a fish. Not gonna miss this one. Come here, buddy. God dang it. Come on, buddy. Stop flipping. Get the freaking hook out of the net. Come on. There she goes. Need an extra tap. Well, thought it was a snag, turned out to be a fish. We're gonna keep on keeping on. Not quite sure what we got going on here. Either a big old snag or a big old fish. Hopefully a big old fish. Hopefully a fish that's too big for the net. Make it more interesting. Coming into port. Caught one fish, lost a giant, what I believe was a steelhead, potentially king salmon, way too big to be a coho. Definitely a silverfish. We gas out, we might come back out later. Just got our water boiling. We are making a boat dinner. We're heading back out to tangle with the giant steelhead that I lost. Still upset about it, but it is what it is. I'll somehow pour this into here without burning my hand. Preferably without burning my hand. We have Mountain House chili mac and cheese. Oh, cheese mac with beef. Sitting down, enjoying a nice Mountain House dinner. Getting ready to go fishing. Guys next door gave me the secret weapon to catch a ton of lake trout. It's a tadpole. It'll get my baits down a little bit deeper than I've been able to get on my own. Hopefully get us to some of those laker trouts. Okay, everybody, we're back out here. This is day 6. She's coming to a bittersweet end. I'm still dedicated to tangle with another trophy fish like the one I lost yesterday and hopefully land it. At least I got to see this one and got to see it up close and personal before I lost it. 99.9% convinced it was the biggest steelhead of my life. Had to wait a little while for the fog to roll off, but spent some time talking with a charter captain out of Lac La Belle. Runs out to Standard Rock, so hopefully we'll be able to get him to do some things for our salmon or our lake trout veterans. We'll go from there. We'll keep you updated on the fishing. Switching gears, we're getting into the back of this bay. It's shallow. I haven't fished it. I've explored it, but I haven't fished it. So we're gonna get on the trolling motor. We're gonna cast. Not exactly sure what we're gonna cast, what we're gonna catch, or if we're gonna catch, but we're gonna try. That's all that matters. You can't catch if you don't try. Okay, so the goal here is to catch a trout or a salmon, or even maybe a pike, but mostly a trout or a salmon on bass gear. Make it a little more interesting. If there is anything back here, I haven't fished this whole spot yet. Nice shallow, warmer water, about 52 degree water compared to the 49 to 50 degree water back towards the open lake. If I was a trout or a fish of any species, I would probably be in warmer water. And I can actually see the bottom in here. If there's anything lurking, I should be able to spot them out. Well, this is pretty neat. Zoom, GoPro, zoom. Going for the release on my third coaster brookie of my life and the third coaster brookie of this trip. There she goes. Okay, so I'm fairly confident that we picked up that coaster brookie in the shallower water in between these islands and the not main channel, which is out here in like 60 foot. And here's like 5 to 6. I just did a loop around this island, got to the other side, and had a fish on. Trying to read this board. The last coaster that we caught on a board absolutely buried it. That one didn't do much, but it was roughly the same size. Just not as aggressive, I suppose. Fog's starting to roll in. It just dropped like 25 degrees, so I might put my long sleeves back on. Still got the shorts, but I put the socks on with the Crocs, keep my feet warm. Float plane coming in hot. This is awesome out here. A big fish. Yep, I'm not gonna do anything wrong this time. This is not a coaster, or it's a big coaster. Keep not going too crazy in a wrong direction. Oh. Don't get excited, don't get excited. 150 feet of line out, so this could be a minute. Or I have a state record Great Lakes timber trout. Oh, this might be a laker. Oh my God, could it be a laker on a steelhead bait? Key is to do this in a narrow body of water by myself without running into anybody or getting run into by a float plane. That just adds a little extra twist onto this pretty heart-racing, especially when I hear a float plane, this heart-wrenching experience. Well, the other one was. This isn't over yet. Is the net gonna be big enough? That's the question. Oh, yeah, definitely a fish, 100%. He's making a run. Oh, he wants to go, I'll let him go. I don't know what I'm hooked into. This net I don't think is gonna be big enough. I hope it's a giant pike, but it's not fighting very pikey. It's kind of deep. Could be pikey. I think it might be a laker. Or a king. Ooh, could be a king. I think I'm winning. Or it could be a sturgeon. I'm not winning, he's just letting me think I'm winning. He's getting close. Oh, what is it? Oh, I see chrome. What is it? Oh my God, it's big. So I let him run and clear the other lions. At least this one. This might be a bad idea. I think it's a steelhead. I think I got him in this line. I hope not. Or he got himself, and I don't think he's involved in this line. Okay. This fish is not going in that net. My plan is tire him out, turn off the motor, let that float, try to hand land him. This is fun by yourself. This is like, you know, it's not, you can't bark out orders to anybody or tell them what to do. Oh. I don't know how long, this has probably only been like maybe 10 minutes, but it feels like 2 hours. You can see the boat and freak out again. But I want to say thank you to my buddy Kyle, because this is not even my rod. It's definitely the best trolling rod I have on board with the heaviest pound test. I think I got 20 on here, and a lot more of it than on those other walleye rods. Yeah, he's, oh my God, it's a salmon. It's a big salmon. Don't go towards the motor. Don't go towards the motor. It might go in the net, but I don't know if I want to try. Go this way, go this way. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's a Laker. It's dinner. Dinner for more than just myself. You gonna give me a shot? Oh. 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 Oh, baby. Are you a Laker? Look at your tail. You are indeed the most beautiful. Whew. I got pooed a little, guys. Whew. 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 Okay, we'll get back at you in a second. This is the beautiful, beautiful fish, lake trout that I just netted in my bass net. Fought on trolling gear, fought on lake trout gear, landed in a bass net. We're gonna weigh her. We're gonna keep this one. That'll probably be the rest of our dinners for the rest of the trip. Not too shabby out here on Isle Royal. Everybody else is catching lake trout. Everybody else has downriggers and tipsy divers and tadpoles and all sorts of good stuff. But I've just got persistence, and I found one dumb one. Well, here's the moment of truth, guys. We're looking at just an ounce shy of 11-pound lake trout. We're gonna get a measurement. You're only allowed to keep 1/34 out here. And this one might be close. We're looking at 32.5. Probably, I don't know, it only goes to 32 and it's probably roughly 3/4 to an inch over. Ooh, that's a giant lake trout. Okay, well, I bought a astronaut ice cream bar, if you will, to eat as a celebration. Mostly because I've never tried one of these and I can't imagine it can be very good. But obviously I can't have ice cream out here. That's about as close as it's gonna get. Well, here she is. Crunchy, a lot crunchier than normal ice cream. Not bad though. Probably not good for you, but what you gonna do?